Alrighty, folks. In today's episode of Vonhelton Schools the Masses, we're going to discuss what a hate video is. We're going to say what it is, how it is, and how you can do your part to stop it. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of mind. You've just crossed over into
In a 40-mile-an-hour gale, the center span weaves like a ribbon in a swinging twist that you wouldn't believe possible unless you could see it as you do now.
The crazies, the extreme lunatic fringe of the Democrat Party is now in power again. You know those communists that I warned you about? Yeah, they're in power again. And so now, hue and cry of impeach him is going to be heard for the next year. Good going, guys. Good going, guys.
I consider it an honor to be named after one of the founding fathers.
Hey, right here, right now. We're going to end it.
The news update for today is, it's a rainy day. I hope the sun comes and shines, I don't know. No, I don't know. I think it's going to be a rainy day. Maybe the south's going to bump it to the north and we'll have a nice and sunny rainy day. Oh, I hope we do. Oh, we're going to speak to Horsey the Morsey. Hello.
That's what the trolls and haters will do. They'll nitpick, alright? Nitpicking, I guess, is okay if that's what you want to do, but the simple truth of the matter is that I've been consistently wrong. About 90% of the time. 90 to 95% of the time. I don't get all the facts right. That's true. But the core of what I say is almost always true. And like I said, about 90%, 95%, somewhere around here, which is pretty damn good. You know, and so, I'll swap you my bad hip if you give me a good one. I think that's fair. How about my lower back? Okay, my lower back is gone. It's totally gone, thanks to that dumbass chair I was sitting in.
Debate. Right here, right now. We're going to end it.
I just wish that I could have been there to stop some of this shit. If I could have just been there, I might could have saved some lives, you know.
Anyways, I just thought that I would get on here and brighten your day. Yes, Cynthia says, you have enough proof to put those trolls away for a very long time. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have their own spiel against them. I got them right here saying that they contacted my mother and got her to quit hiring people to clean my house so that they could call CPS and tell them my house was dirty. I'm looking at the video right here. It's called Real Vonhelton Unfit Father. So I'm reading the comment right here. So do I. Alice's mother finally quit paying people to clean his trailer so they are living in filth. They contacted my mother and convinced her to stop hiring people to clean my house so that they could call CPS, tell CPS my house was dirty, and get my kids taken away. These motherfuckers are terrorists, domestic terrorists. That right there is absolute proof that these motherfuckers are domestic terrorists. But is anything being done? Fuck no. No, of course not. But yeah, they're right there basically admitting that they called Mom on the phone, which they do, told her to stop hiring people to clean my house so that they could call CPS and get my kids taken away. Now, if that doesn't piss you off, nothing will. Because that's just flat out evil. Here I am sick in the bed, and they call Mom and tell them not to have somebody clean the house for me while I'm sick so that they could call CPS out here and take the kids. If that doesn't sicken you, then you're not a human being. You're not a human being. Period.
Somebody the other day said, hey, you're kind of starting to look like Benjamin Franklin.
Well, yeah.
I said, thank you
See,
very much.
It all makes perfectly logical sense when you actually sit down and analyze it. So, Maynard Sant, Secular Opinion, Kenny KPZ, George Bush Pimps, Polly's Customs, Bubba Effect, Captain Troll, all the other trolls of Bubba Effect, White, all these cats, they're homosexual. They're homosexual, and that's become abundantly clear to me. And see, this is why they're so obsessing on me, and why they're so interested in my personal life. absolutely no progress on Patreon in months. So I've contacted. Plus, not only that, I can't access the son of a bitch because I no longer have a Gmail account, and my Patreon account was through my Gmail account, so there's no point in keeping it. I also do not have a PayPal account because PayPal, for whatever reason, thinks I'm a fucking skinhead. No. Just because I have a German last name does not mean I'm a neo-Nazi. PayPal. And actually, that is slander, that is libel, that is defamation, and if I had the money to hire a powerful lawyer, PayPal, we would be in court right now. Because I am not a neo-Nazi, I've never been a neo-Nazi, and I can't stand fascism. In fact, I can't stand government control of any kind. Not just fascism, but communism, socialism, egalitarianism, damn, that's hard to say. And of course Islam, which is total control of everything, not just the government, but everything. So no, I can't stand control, I can't stand government control, and so therefore no, I do not qualify as a fascist by any stretch of the imagination, because fascism says that the government shall control all the goods and services.
He said, damn, you're starting to look like Ben Franklin. I said, thank you very fucking much.
Of course, most of the 55s I know, they're out boating or skiing or fishing or doing shit like that because they've already consigned to retirement. That's the truth. I mean, the ads are on TV even. You know, what are 55-year-olds doing? They're playing shuffleboard, or they're out fishing, or they're out on the lake with their friends. That's what 55-year-olds do. But, you know, like I said, man, hey, I'm more than willing to swap, you know, any day. You give me your good legs, I'll give you my swollen feet and legs. We'll make a good, clean swap, and then I'll go do whatever it is you trolls and haters think I'm supposed to be doing. Fair enough? I think that's fair. I think that's a good deal, you know. See, it's real easy to get on the internet and talk shit. Real easy. Wait until you have to lift something and then your fucking back goes out or your hip goes out. Or your fucking legs start aching so bad that you feel like they're gonna burst. You know, then it ain't so funny, I bet, when it's happening to you. You know, it's easy to get on the internet and talk shit. You know, like I said, man, I think these people threw rocks at people in wheelchairs. That's what I think these people did when they were younger. Because that's the type of person they you know, that's the picture I form in my mind when I look at these scumbags on YouTube and Google+. You know, they must have thrown rocks at kids in wheelchairs. You know, that's what I'm thinking. You know, special needs kids, man, they throw rocks at them. You know, I actually defended somebody back when I was younger that was having that done to him. There was a special needs boy in school, and people were literally throwing things at him. And I literally stood in between him and the people throwing stuff. Seriously, folks, I've been utilizing the Elder Scroll to bring down dark forces that are arrayed against us as I get their names. Now, see, the problem is I gotta have the name. I gotta have the name of the entity in question. But the ones that I do know, I have been using their names and I have been bringing them down. I have been, you know, casting them to outer darkness where they belong. They've seen, you gotta understand, those of you that know what I'm, you know, those of you that are theists, understand that, you know, demons and evil spirits, they don't belong in this plane of existence. They're not supposed to be here.
Outside my
right?
house.
And so I'm just basically putting them back where they belong, because they don't belong here. They belong in outer darkness. That's where they belong. They don't belong here. And so that's what I do. You know, I basically use the scroll to cast them back into outer darkness where they belong. And as I find the names of these particular entities, then that's exactly what I do. Now, I have done research on this Charlie thing.
Who are you?
And, you know, the Charlie thing, believe it or not, is actually well known here locally in my area. And my understanding of the Charlie thing is that it started out as some kind of thing on the internet, and it involves in placing pencils across one another to form kind of like a tic-tac-toe type thing, and that it's kind of similar to a Ouija board type deal where you're trying to invoke some kind of spirit or entity. And the problem is, though, is that when they used Charlie down here, it wasn't an internet joke, because it invoked a real live Charlie that had been deceased here locally in this area, and
in
he
a
was not a nice
40-mile-an-hour
guy.
gale, the center span weaves like a ribbon in a swinging twist that you wouldn't believe possible unless you could see it.
Does your daughter know that, Charlie? What does your daughter think about that, Charlie? Huh? Does she know? Did you tell her that part? Oh, you conveniently left that part out, didn't you, Charlie?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The little red sign says, "We are live, we are live, we are live."
And if somebody flags this video for the purpose of denying you the right to know the truth, then measures will be taken to make sure that person is never able to flag anybody's channel ever again. You understand me? You understand me, trolls? My purpose here is to tell the truth and to get the truth out to people. And if you don't like it and you try to stop me, I will stop you. Alright? And, you know, but now I'm telling you, you trolls start some shit with me. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna get your fucking channel shut down.
Bursts
Okay,
10
this is
billion
bullshit.
ways
It
to
needs to stop.
continue,
This truth
never
needs to
lacking
get out to
direction
people.
to an end,
Whether you believe it or not, it's
teeming
not,
with
it's not
political
my problem.
bacteria,
That's not my problem. My problem is
fulminating
getting the truth out to
extraneous
people. And if
intricacy,
you get in my way, then I will get your channel removed from YouTube. Because if
ever
necessary,
thirsting
I'll
at the
get military
never-ending
and government
fountain,
people to shut your fucking ass
spouted
down.
somewhere deep
Now
from
this
this
is a bunch of shit.
ridiculous
This has
amount
got
of
to stop.
space.
I've got to get the truth out to people.
Pretty for
People
no
need to
reason.
know what really is
Savage all
going on
the
and how they've been
same.
lied to for years.
To speak honestly, as only a creation can, just look at me. The work is unrefined, a challenge so great in breadth and passion. I have let gone the conception of perfection and take relief in crude devotion. Maybe there are limits beyond which even your beautiful idea lies barricaded from the light that cannot shine through your own angry density.
Well, there's a difference, oh Candy Rain. I've got Glenn's room on video chatting up 2 underage girls for sex. Okay, that's the difference. The only thing Glenn's room has is a made-up video by Mr. Anonymous Dick with a bunch of text in it. The Blog TV has since recanted, by the way, and has exonerated me completely. Alright, one of us is a real pedo, the other one is a
Even though the
fake.
flashlight had a square end on it, if you watched it, if you watched it from a certain distance, it would still appear round. For whatever reason, light, to our eyes especially, always appears as a round object. Why? I don't know. Let the experts fight over it. But it does. Because I had a flashlight that had a square end on it. And yes, if you was real up close to it, it would appear square. That's true. But if you're way back here, it always appears
I mean,
round
nobody
up.
could put 2 and 2 together and figure out that Halloween was coming? I guess not. Now, one could argue whether this is for Halloween or if this is for real, but one thing's for sure. Let me see your pocket hands! I could do that now, see, because I got the robe, Remember Ozzy Osbourne on stage? He'd come out with a robe and he would raise his hands in the air. Let me see your pocket hands! Remember Ozzy doing that shit all the time? Yeah. So I could do that now, man. I could do that shit now. But yeah. No, I mean, any moron could have seen that was obviously not. It was too damn small. And I think I even said in the video, hey, this is too small, to kind of give them a hint. And only one troll, one fucking troll said, guys, don't fall for it, he's trolling you. I was. I was indeed. I wanted to see just how far these stupid fucks would go. Well, despite what their eyes was showing them, they went on ahead and assumed that it was for me. Now, I did buy it. Oh, yes, I did buy it. And if it arrives here real soon, I can do an unboxing. Let me use the restroom, and then I'll go check and see if it's on my porch.
I was sitting on my throne in the winter time. I had nothing for my toast. I had a feather, but I never ever have a feather. I have nothing for my toast jar.
The job for me obviously was to find a kind of spread. You made delicious, nutritious, nothing suspicious on my bread. The plan was to eat jam, but I don't have jam. I want a treat. I want to eat some hot wobbly marmalade. Hot wobbly marmalade. Hot wobbly marmalade. Hot wobbly marmalade. wobbly, hot wobbly marmalade. Hot wobbly marmalade. Hot wobbly marmalade.
But yeah, if I'm evil, why would the gods commission me to stop evil? What did Jesus say about a divided house? He said a divided house can't stand. You can't use evil to cast out evil. Can't do it. It's impossible. Can't be done. And that's not only the Bible says that, but pagan writings and Jewish and other Christian writings say that as well. Catholic writings, they all pretty much agree that evil cannot cast out evil. So, if the gods have commissioned me to stop evil, whereby then can I be evil? I can't. I can't, because if I'm evil, I could not cast out evil. You understand? Get it? I hope so. I hope you do. It's pretty cut and dry. No matter what religion you believe in. Like I said, man, you don't want me to stand in the breach and stop evil from destroying the earth. Or if you think you're so much better than me, I'll stand right here with my fucking arms folded and I'll let you take on the demons. You know? I mean, if you're going to have an attitude like that, I'll stand right here. I'll let you do it, brother. Since you're so much better than me and you're so much smarter than me, take your ass on out there and fight the demons, your own goddamn self. I'll sit here with my goddamn arms folded. Don't matter to me a hell of beans whether some demon carves you up like a fucking Christmas turkey. I could care less. The only reason I do what I do is because I believe the gods have commissioned me to do it. And that's the only fucking reason. You don't matter. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it because the gods asked me to do it. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't their first choice. Okay? So basically, I've been drafted. All right? So when you get in my face and you tell me how much fucking better you are than me, or how much smarter than you are than me, or how this demon stuff is all a load of horse shit, get your ass on out there and do it your goddamn self. Because I'll stand right here with my goddamn arms folded and I'll watch as they rip you to fucking shreds. And I won't shed one fucking tear, bro. Sorry. I won't shed one fucking tear. Because you ain't worth it.
There you go. You tell him, Bon. I'm back. You do realize that you have the ability to remove assholes if they're fucking with you in chat, right?
Oh, I know I do.
Yeah, don't waste your time on these dickless monkeys. Come on.
Well, it needed to be said anyway, right? I mean, it really did. It needed to be said.
I hear you, but you put up with too much shit as it is. They're sociopaths, Vaughn. They don't understand right from wrong. They're not going to hear reason or rationality.
And, I had went to this particular painting. Now, there's nothing inherently in the painting. Okay, it's a painting, all right? But the totem was utilizing that painting as a conduit to me, all right? Anyway, make a long story short, there were things I beseeched my totem to help me with. When I was a 719 Buckeye, guy ripped off my leather jacket, stole my leather jacket. Thought I'd never see that damn jacket ever again, right? Gone for good. You know, guy stole it, he's flown through. No way to know whether I get my jacket back. Asked my totem to help me. I said if there's any way, see if you can get my jacket back. Dude who stole my jacket not only came back to the neighborhood, but literally stood at the corner directly in front of my fucking apartment, wearing my jacket. Still had my bike pins on it and everything, right? I called the cops. I said, the dude that stole my jacket's standing right in front of my right at the corner in front of my apartment. Come and pick him up. And the cops came. And the cops are like, okay, there's a very unique name inside this jacket. Can you tell us the name? And can you spell it correctly? Because it had a unique spelling. I told them the name of the jacket. I told them the spelling that was involved because there was writing in the jacket. Told them everything. Size, everything. Like, yep, it's your jacket. And so I got my jacket back by beseeching my totem. All right. Along comes some funny Christians. Now, Christians, if you don't want to hear the truth, plug your ears, because here we go. I'm going to tell you the truth now. I'm going to tell you the truth. All right? Because I got to. I wouldn't be called a truther if I told you a bunch of lies, now would I? Okay, so I'm committed to telling you the truth. Two funny Christians, man and a woman. They were going to save me at the time. And they came across my totem painting. This painting right here. This one. Which I'm getting back. And they were going to save me, of course. Now, for whatever reason, they latched onto this painting. Don't know why. I guess because the panther has a mean look to it, but that shouldn't mean anything. But the point is, they latched onto my painting. They're going to destroy that painting, buddy. Now listen, I was allowed to see this, okay? I was allowed to see this happen, alright? So the lady, at the time, was wearing stiletto heels. Now you ladies know, if you ladies don't know what stiletto heels is, then you need to Google that shit. Anyway, this lady was wearing stiletto heels. She took her stiletto heel and tried to penetrate that painting. Now, the painting was made out of wood, glass, and paper with a cardboard backing. That's it. There's no special thing about the painting at all inherently. It was just a painting that was in a frame with a piece of glass in front of it. She took that stiletto heel. She could not penetrate that painting at all. She couldn't do it. She stomped on it with her foot and could not break it at all. And she was mystified over that too. She was like, "What? I can't understand." So she gives it to the man. Now this, I gotta say, this Christian guy, he wasn't no slouch. He's a pretty buff dude. All right, he was. I gotta admit. He takes the paint and he smashes it over a burn barrel. Right now, this is a pretty beefy dude, man. He grabs it, smashes it, and all it is, listen, paper, cardboard, glass, and a wood frame. That's it. Takes it, smashes it over the burn barrel. Doesn't even get a scratch. Nothing. So now he's mystified. He can't understand what's going on. And so they took, I know a good half an hour trying to beat the shit out of this painting. This framed painting, this one right here. Couldn't do it. Why? Because that was my totem. That, in essence, was me. My protector, my helper. That was my buddy. Right? And they tried, man. Finally, they got disgusted and threw it in the burn barrel and let it burn. And, of course, they whisked me away before I could see whether it burned or not. It might not even burn. Who knows? But I never got to see that because they whisked me away. Because after all, they're going to save my soul. Right? Now, I know most y'all Christians aren't extreme like that. I understand that. But these two were. Alright, these were extremists, okay? They were extremists.
Life without Jesus is like a donut, 'cause there's a hole in the middle of your heart.
But they wanted me to make a somewhat nice. Now, I am certainly, I mean, I've never made one of these before, okay? And to me, it looks like shit, but the gods love it. So, I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, many Wiccans will tell you and pagans will tell you that it doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be, you know, so-so. In fact, the more raw looking, quote unquote, that it looks, the better. You know, Wiccans will tell you especially, you know, you don't want this big fancy staff, because if you have a big fancy staff, chances are you probably ain't the real deal any damn way. Because most Wiccans and sorcerers and whatnot will tell you, no, you want a staff that's rough looking, you want a staff that looks like it was made by a 3-year-old, basically. Alright, and believe me, this damn scroll looks like it was written by a 3-year-old, okay? Because I haven't used quill pens since I was 5 years old.
That's what the trolls and haters will do. They'll nitpick, alright? Nitpicking, I guess, is okay if that's what you want to do, but the simple truth of the matter is that I've been consistently wrong about 90% of the time, 90 to 95% of the time. I don't get all the facts right. That's true. But the core of what I say is almost always true. And like I said, about 90%, 95%, somewhere around there, which is pretty damn good.
Faith, right here, right now. We're going to end it. And woe be to anybody that flags this video for any reason. My purpose is to get you the truth. And if somebody flags this video for the purpose of denying you the right to know the truth, then measures will be taken to make sure that person is never able to flag anybody's channel ever again. You understand me? Do you understand me, trolls? My purpose here is to tell the truth and to get the truth out to people. And if you don't like it and you try to stop me, I will stop you. Alright? And, you know, but now I'm telling you, you trolls start some shit with me, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna get your fucking channel shut down. Okay, this is bullshit. It needs to stop. This truth needs to get out to people. Whether you believe it or not is not my problem. That's not my problem. My problem is to get the truth out to people. And if you get in my way, then I will get your channel removed from YouTube. Because if necessary, I'll get military and government people to shut your fucking ass down. Now this is a bunch of shit. This has got to stop. I've got to get the truth out to people. People need to know what really is going on and how they've been lied to for years. All right.
Can't really put it through a straw. So we gotta use a spoon. So we got our slushy, and we got our pizza, and somebody told me, said Bud, said the best way to stick it to the trolls is to show them that you're doing well, and I couldn't agree more. Because they tried to ruin me financially. They run off all my subscribers, all my customers on my computer job, ran off all my donators, ran off anybody that was helping me financially. Folks, I had to put stuff under different names just to start getting some income coming back in. That's sad. And that, by the way, is a crime. You know, these trolls that get on YouTube and Google Plus keep saying, I'm never going to see a judge. Well, now, when you interrupt somebody's finances in a real world, that is a crime. And yeah, you can go to jail for it if you're caught. And since I already know y'all have been doing it, it's going to be easy to catch you. Now, isn't it? So yeah, that is a crime. You know, prohibiting somebody from earning their money is a crime. Okay, you can't do that. You can't prohibit somebody from making money. You just can't. But today is Friday the 13th. Today is Friday the 13th, and as some of you might be aware, the lottery is due tonight. And since I'm the only motherfucker whose holiday falls on Friday the 13th, I'm a shoe-in to win, and I hear somebody at my door. Hang on just a minute. Alrighty, folks, this is a momentous occasion, I believe. I believe it's also a foreshadowing of other things to come as well. because it appears that the mega giant that everybody said could not be taken down is being taken down. Google is shutting down Google Plus, home of trolls, haters, and naysayers who love getting on the internet and harassing the fuck out of people for 10 and 15 years long. And I find it interesting. Just on the eve of me winning the lottery and getting lawyers powerful enough to go after their sorry ass, they shut down Google Plus. Well, imagine that. Isn't that something? Yeah, Google Plus is going bye-bye, folks. Big news, big headlines. It's going down. Apparently, somebody at their place of employment there was a real idiot and decided to expose literally thousands and thousands of people's personal information. Oops. Yeah, that could be a problem. And so yeah, now Google is forced to shut down Google Plus whether they like it or not. Either that or face just huge lawsuits from literally thousands of people. Gee, kind of like what I was getting ready to do when I won the lottery. Well, imagine that. So, but you know what? I'm okay. I am totally okay with this. I mean, whatever it takes to get this hate off the internet about me, that's fine by me. YouTube, you're next. Google Plus, YouTube's next. Watch it happen. YouTube is going to go down. They're going down in flames. If I don't sue them first, you know, it's kind of like a mad dash to see who does what first, because the gods looks like they're going to intervene first, but I'm just on the verge of winning the lottery and being able to get a lawyer to be able to go after these fucks. Yeah, but it looks like the gods are going to take care of it for me. At least they are Google Plus. Google Plus is going bye-bye. All right, it's gone, which means the home of trolls, haters, and naysayers is also going down the shitter. YouTube, you're next. You're next, either by my hand or by the hand of the gods themselves, but you are next. I want to close down now and eat the Christmas rush. But anyways, yeah, so Google Plus, home of trolls, haters, and naysayers, home of many, many other institutions of hate and debauchery, is going bye-bye. It's going down the shitter with all hands. And so that's wonderful. Now, of course, this doesn't solve the problem of these idiots, because they'll obviously find another place to go. They're already saying that they may go over to Discord. Well, Discord doesn't like haters, and I got that from one of the owners. So if you're going to go over there to spread hate about that evil Vonhelton guy, you might have a hard time doing it on Discord, just saying. Because I talked to one of the owners. They don't like trolls. They don't like haters. So you might have a hard time, guys, but hey, I don't know. You know, we'll see. We'll see. You know, maybe you can avoid the mods at Discord long enough to be able to post your hate about that evil Vonhelton guy. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, today is a major victory by the hand of the gods themselves. And the gods told me, like I said in my opening monologue, the gods told me flat out years ago, you will see the destruction of your enemies.
Just a second.
You will see them. You will see this shit happen. And by God, here we are. Google Plus is going to be no more, because some goofball that works for them decided to leak out thousands and thousands of people's personal data. Oops. Oh well. Shit happens. You know, I mean, I'll take, you know, a victory is a victory, guys. I'll take whatever victory I can get, whether it be by my hand or the God's hand. Really, honestly, I prefer the God's hand of it, because then my hands are clean, right, guys? You know, but for sure, this is a major victory. Now, of course, everybody at trolls, haters, and naysayers, it ain't Vonhelton's gods that's doing it. Anybody? Well, who do you think's behind all this? Who do you think's orchestrating the shutdown, summarily shutdown of all this hate about me? What suddenly happened to cause a paradigm shift like what's going on right now? What caused that? There's only one answer, and that's supernatural, because it sure as fuck ain't happening in the natural. Because in the natural, everything was smooth sailing for these fucks, wasn't it, guys? Yeah. Now all of a sudden, whoa, what the hell just happened? It's like a lead balloon just dropped, and now everything's going to hell. They're having problems in their personal lives. You know, they're getting shut down on social media, and so, you know, things are a-changing, folks. Things are a-changing. And, you know, and now even the Trump administration is involved, because you've got the First Lady out there who is developing a cyber task force to stop cyberbullying and cyberstalking. So even the Trump administration is involved in shutting some of this shit down, and so that's a good thing. You know, I mean, who really wants to be bullied? I mean, does anybody out there really want to be bullied? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so this is all getting shut down. Now, of course, the bullies are going to scream, freedom of speech! Bullying somebody is not freedom of speech. It's not fair use. It's not any of that. It's a crime, actually. It is a crime, and it needs to be dealt as such. And it is going to be dealt as such, because there's a new sheriff in town. His name is Donald Trump. And unlike the loony left, he's actually going to punish people that break the law. Wow, imagine that. Imagine that, folks, a president that's actually going to punish people that break the law. Wow, who'd have thunk it, right? You know, because for years we had the loony left coddling these criminals, and now they're just not going to be able to coddle them anymore. Too bad, so sad. You know, but yes, we are seeing the destruction of the Google Plus platform. It is going bye-bye. I suspect YouTube will be next. There will be some major dust-up. If I don't sue them first, there will be some major dust-up, and YouTube will go bye-bye as well because of the 15 years. Folks, let this sink in a minute. 15 years! People have been harassing me on Google and YouTube. 15 years. Legions of hate and haters abound out there, calling me every name, every vile name in the book you can think of. And I'm not guilty of none of it. It's been proven in a court of law that I'm not guilty of any of it. But see, that all that hate's out there, and as long as all that hate's out there, people aren't going to want to do business with me. Okay, so that all that hate out there's got to go bye-bye. It's got to be gone. And if that means bringing down Google itself, if that means bringing down YouTube, if that means bringing down other social media, then so be it. So be it. You know, this hate on the internet about me has got to go. I cannot continue doing what I do with all this hate out there. You know, people's not going to want to work with me. People's not going to want to do shit with me. You know, I've been trying to get an online band started for years. Can't do it because people go and they put my name in a Google search. They see all this hate. Even though none of it's true, they see all this hate and they're like, well, fuck, I ain't going to deal with it. Because nobody likes drama, right? Nobody likes the drama. And so they just stay away. Okay, so all this fucking hate's got to go. And the gods, I guess, have finally had enough. And they're going to bring down some of these social media types. Whereas I might have had difficulty doing so. I don't know. You know, it could be that, you know, even if I did get a powerful lawyer, I might not have been able to have brought down Google+. However, they put things in motion to bring it down themselves. So, you know, all the glory to the gods in this instance. But, and I see my kids are wanting to come over and watch cartoons for a little while. So, they was over at Mama's, and now they want to come over here for a while. They like to go back and forth between the two houses. So I'm going to get out of here, but, yeah, I thought I'd report on this, because this is indeed a major victory. There is no question. And like I said, all glory to the gods for this one. And of course, I would like to be able to beat up on somebody. Come on, damn. But, you know, and that may be coming because I think I'm right on the verge of winning the lottery. And when I win the lottery, folks, everything changes. Locally, on the internet, and everywhere else. Everything changes in. All right, anyway, I'm going to get out of here because my kids are at the door. But anyway, y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. And hopefully, a troll-free internet. Wouldn't that be awesome, folks, to have a troll-free internet? Yes, it would. Yes, it would, and I believe it's going to happen. Have a good day, folks. And he would raise his hands in the air. Let me see your fucking hands! Remember Ozzy doing that shit all the time? Yeah. So I can do that now, man. I can do that shit. So here's the deal. The deal is that after noontime, it's 12 noon now, 12:18, and I got my furnace man out there working, so obviously I wasn't able to call the ACLU yet. However, I will keep my word. I will be calling the ACLU. And finding out what my options are, because I feel like when a service allows a group of people to harass someone for 10 plus years using their service to do it, and then complicit in helping them to do it, which is what YouTube did by disabling my videos, I have no choice but to feel like I have a case. Right? Yeah. I feel like I have a case, man. So, you know, that's what's up. Hey, Randy, what's up? You notice, Randy, I don't have a YouTube or a Google anymore. And I find it interesting, just on the eve of me winning the lottery and getting lawyers powerful enough to go after their sorry ass, they shut down Google+. Well, imagine that. Isn't that something? Yeah, Google+ is going bye-bye, folks. Big news, big headlines. It's going down. Apparently, somebody at there... And so I'm just basically putting them back where they belong. They don't belong here. They belong in outer darkness. That's where they belong. They don't belong here. And so that's what I do. You know, I basically use the scroll to cast them back into outer darkness where they belong. And as I find the names of these particular entities, then that's exactly what I do.
Or another branch of the secret government, or the black projects, or what have you. Are you human? If you're not human, are you extraterrestrial? If you are extraterrestrial, I would appreciate it if you were not reptilian, insectoid, or gray. Now, also, too, I would like to say up front that any type of meeting, I will be armed. If you have a problem with me being armed, we will not have a meeting. It's just that simple. Okay, because I feel it is within my right to defend myself and protect myself and those around me. Okay, that should be simple to understand. Okay, however, I am not threatening. I will not harm you in any way, but I will request that I have weapons to defend myself should things go horribly awry. Number 3, I guess it is. I am rather incensed about the dots in the sky. Okay, dots in the sky might be fine for you, but for us, it could be a balloon, it could be a toy, it could be anything. It's a dot in the sky. Okay, you get what I'm saying? It's a dot in the sky. That could be anything. Okay, enough with the dots in the sky. Okay, if you really want to show us that you are who you say you are, we want your ship to be at treetop level, okay, or rooftop level. Okay, none of this dot in the sky stuff, okay, that's not going to work. And as you know, other agencies in Malaysia have already shown their craft at treetop level. Okay, so I'm not asking you anything that other agencies have not already done. Okay? That is fair. So if other agencies can do it, I don't see why you can't. You know, just saying. So I want a base ship over Lexington, Kentucky. Let's see, what date and time? November the 15th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Lexington time. Our time, Eastern Standard Time, we call it. Eastern Standard Time, November the 15th, a base ship. And by base ship, I mean huge, big, massive, okay? Humongous. Over Lexington, Kentucky, November the 15th, at 9 o'clock in the morning, let's say. Let's make it 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, Lexington, Kentucky, November the 15th. Leave it up for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Let's say, 10 minutes. That sounds good to me. And I mean big, a big ship, okay? A big ship. Not no little dots, okay? We're done with the dots, okay? Treetop or rooftop level, Lexington, Kentucky, November the 15th at 9 a.m., 9 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. The time is Kentucky, okay?
You're fixing a what? You're breaking up. You're fixing a what?
I'm taking to get a shower. Fix clothes on.
I know it. It's horrible. Yeah.
You got work clothes, but I don't.
Out there in mothballs. I don't know. I have to look.
Anyway, I don't know. I think I've got one or two over here. Anyway, just be sure you get a bath and deodorant and stuff on.
Of course, Mother. Of course.
I just wanted to remind you.
I know.
Mean socks. You've been wearing them socks a month.
Yeah, I know.
Socks. They have to be. If not, I'll find some of your dads over here.
I know.
All right. The women are to watch the kids. And I'll tell you what, a big job.
Yeah, I know it.
That's for sure. And I just know if they get them babies back, there's not going to be no more sitting on the conduct. You're both going to get up and work and keep that place clean.
No. They take her for nobody. If they give our kids some shit, and we might in fact end up suing the government over this shit if they take our kids. Yes, no. Yeah, we'll watch and see.
Anyway, fix to get in the shower and get dressed.
All right. Well, cat. They're about 7:30, something like that. Brittany.
Oh. Well, they're not coming over there.
7 or 7:30. Right, 7 or 7:30.
We won't leave before about 8 o'clock.
Right.
Anyway, you've got plenty of time to hunt you some clean socks.
Yeah, I know it.
And get yourself. Get some bread for your dad. You dig them out, if they're clean, wear them. And if you don't have no shirts, you should have plenty of shirts and everything over there.
Oh, right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Yes, I do. I have their own spiel against them. I got them right here saying that they contacted my mother and got her to quit hiring people to clean my house so that they could call CPS and tell them my house was dirty. I'm looking at the video right here. It's called Real Vonhelton, Unfit Father. So I'm reading the comment right here. So do I. Alice's mother finally quit paying people to clean his trailer so they are living in filth. They contacted my mother and convinced her to stop hiring people to clean my house so that they could call CPS, tell CPS my house was dirty, and get my kids taken away.
Oh, yep.
These motherfuckers are terrorists, domestic terrorists. That right there is absolute proof that these motherfuckers are domestic terrorists.
And now, our feature presentation.
The Lobster, aka Secular Lobster Ministers, but his account got deleted. So the reason I'm making this video is to call that douchebag out. He said that I'm Vonhelton. My name's Sebastian Bentley, and he replied to my comment saying that I'm somehow Vonhelton. So it's funny because this is a video of me calling you out and saying that, proving that you're actually wrong.
Oh my
because
gracious. I was right again, folks. I was right again. Vonhelton, why are you making all these I was right videos? Are you some kind of narcissist or something? No. I make I was right videos because there is not one human being anywhere on the planet that has rose up and made a video in my defense. Not one. Now there was some people that did videos years ago that were like, thank yous and stuff like that. But as far as actually coming to my defense on the issues, no, not one video. I defy you to find it. You won't. And so therefore I have to make I was right videos. Not because I want to make them, but because nobody else will make them. So I have to make them myself. And if you want to label me a narcissist because of that, then go right on ahead, but it's wrong. You would be wrong by doing that. But you're welcome to do it anyway because I don't really give a shit. I really don't. But yeah, man. Crazy shit. I didn't even have to wait till January for this one. That's great, man. I mean, bam, bam, bam. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it.
I will be wearing the cape because I will be casting a spell to stop the invasion. So I will be wearing a cape. I may do a video on it, I may not, but one thing's for sure, I'm going to get in the backyard, I'm going to put all my regalia on, and I will be casting a spell to stop this horde, which is mostly made up of communists, by the way, from coming into my country, okay? I served in the Cold War, I don't believe in communism, and I sure as fuck don't want it taking over my country. Sorry about your luck. I will be doing what I can. I will not be harming anyone, okay? Get that clear. I will not be harming anyone, okay? So all you guys just, rubbing your hands together, oh, goody, 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 God's gonna kill people. No, no, no. All I'm gonna do is use the winds of the gods to blow them back to their own country again, where they're, where they need to take back their country, right? I mean, they don't need to be coming here. There is 100,000 gangbangers and 250,000 of them. Why didn't they rise up and take their damn country back? That's my question. Well, Vaughn, they're unarmed. It doesn't matter, dude. If you got 10 guys and one guy with a gun, you beat the shit out of the guy and take his gun away. Hello? That's what you do. You don't sit there and run. You don't cower. You fight back. If you love your country, you're going to fight back. If that's where you were born, if that's where you were raised, I would think you would want to fight for it, right? And besides, if you get rid of the cartels and the gangbangers, you got a free country again. Hello? So, it was in their interest to stay and fight, and they chose not to. They chose to run, and they want to spread their communism to America. Well, I don't want communism in my country. Sorry, I don't want it. I served in the Cold War. I fought against communism. I don't want that shit in my country. Sorry about your luck. I'm well within my right to say that shit, I just, I don't want it. Sorry. Well, anyway, my friends want to play some Left 4 Dead. I'm going to get out here. It's 9:26 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. I will be here at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, so come on in. Folks, I got a Patreon link down there. I'm a disabled American vet. If you want to help the vets out, help me out, see my Patreon link below. $1 is fine, $10 fine, $20, $50, whatever you can give, it doesn't matter. Even if it's just $1. Every little bit helps. Support us, disabled vets. It really helps. Anyway, that's all. I'm going to have a pleasant day. And you have one too.
You say I'm not the Punisher? Fuck you. I've been the Punisher. I was a Punisher before Punisher was ever famous. Before anybody even knew who the fuck the Punisher was. I was the Punisher. I've been beat up, I've been stabbed, I've been shot at, I've been fucking hung on a hook and left to die. Dumbasses, what the fuck are you doing? Have you been out in the street? Fuck no. Hiding behind your goddamn computer. You don't even have the fucking guts to cam the fuck up and face me face to face. Dumbasses. You don't fucking know me. Busting up fucking drug lords and shit. Arizona, Florida, Maine, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, North Dakota. I've been all over this fucking country. My parents don't even know half the shit I've done. You know, I told my parents, I said, I'm looking for a good woman, which was the truth. But in the process of looking for a good woman, I also did my part, too. Because those bitches took my children's lives, and they need to fucking pay. You're right. Frank Castle is a work of fiction. I'm not. And you need to get that through your fucking head, dumbasses. Anyway, you know, I've faced down my enemies. You know, I've had my killer come right into my fucking house, and I'm sitting there talking to a man who was coming to kill me. And I'm sitting there dialoguing with him. My parents is in there packing shit, and I'm sitting there dialoguing with a man who come to my house to kill me. I've been beat up. I've been beat up because I went after some of these drug lords. And because I went after the pimps. And I went after the scum of this fucking earth. You don't fucking know me. My parents don't even know half the shit I've done. Of course, they probably will now. But irregardless. You know, I'm in Killeen, Texas, fighting against the pimps. I saved 5 women from prostitution. I put my ass on the line. I got shot at, motherfuckers. Okay? I saved 5 of them. Couldn't save the 6th one, a German girl. I couldn't save her. I saw her take off in a truck, and that was the last I ever saw of her. So all you assholes get on there, hey, he's just faking, his gun's a fake, he's a fake, he's a... Fuck you. Get your skinny little ass out there, and you try to make a difference. Because I have. And yeah, I asked too many questions. And because of that, my 2 boys are dead. I know that now. I didn't know it then. Didn't realize it then. Got frustrated, got mad, got pissed off. But I didn't know who to get pissed off at because at the time I didn't know about this New World Order thing. I knew about the Knights Templar and how crooked they were. I knew about the Masons and how crooked they were. I knew how crooked Eastern Star was. But I didn't quite put the whole thing together at the time, you know?
At the Vonhelton Railroad Talk Show, it's top of the hour, 8:57. And yes, Social Security contacts you when you turn 45, sends you a nice little letter and says you can take your Social Security now if you wish. I could have took it back when I was 45, but I didn't. I waited until I was 55 before I took it. But I could have took Social Security at 45. In fact, I still had a letter around here somewhere, I think.
I attended rehab young. Of course, it was inevitable. Only 17, but there were plenty of others my age and even younger. Put there by worried parents or drug courts. I went there in an ambulance myself, all the way from Mountainside Hospital to Pennsylvania, strapped down on a stretcher after fighting with cops and paramedics. But that's another story. The important part is that after rehab was over and I was in what they call intensive outpatient, forced to go to AA and NA meetings on a daily basis, I soon discovered the 12-step meetings open to the public in Overbrook Asylum. I had already been infiltrating the hospital grounds for years, but could now go inside legally and meet the patients who were sometimes allowed to attend. Since that time, I have known many alcoholics and addicts who have spent time in Overbrook, also Greystone. I became close friends with a few of these misfits and found firsthand how detrimental mental illness can be. One time, a guy who used to drive me to meetings, well, actually I shouldn't tell that story either. I had to smash his face a little, and we'll just leave it at that. Yes. Funny how smoking weed and eating acid can really freak out straight parents and get your ass sent to rehab. But the best part was I was given the key to the Micah ward, attached to the back male hill with clusters of small day rooms, hallways, and isolation cells, uninhabited on the nights of our meeting, which was Friday at 11 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. Young People's Late Night NA. Ah, the Micah Ward. Now demolished. I can still smell the nighttime day room and taste the urn coffee in my dreams. 2 years I carried the Micah key in my pocket, devoting myself to collecting candles to illuminate the circle of young addicts huddled together in the mentally ill, chemically addicted ward, usually inaccessible, but ours every Friday night. And after the meeting, we would hang out late on the ward and then go to the Pilgrim or Nevada Diner for better coffee and more talk. When the meeting first moved from its previous location in the Verona Methodist Church basement due to noise complaints, we started meeting in the Micah Ward, using the room with a giant parrot painting that said, "Don't be a parrot." It was a dark and spooky section of the hospital even then, before it was abandoned, especially at night. As the meeting grew and became well attended, we moved the circle to the Micah day room, where the darkness ate up the candlelight, no matter how many dozens of wicks I would set ablaze. We were mostly a rowdy bunch of kids, primarily young addicts, fresh out of rehab, and it didn't take long for our meeting to stray from the 12-step doctrines into something else. Our circle became more like a black mass or a seance than a typical meeting.
You are not real. The reality of an observable entity designated by the term everyday life stands a good chance of remaining hypothetical for many people. You are not real. Indeed, the most striking feature of the present group for research on everyday life is obviously not the fact that it has not yet discovered anything. You are not. But the fact that the very existence of everyday life has been disputed from its very inception. And increasingly so with each new session of this conference. You are not real. Most of the talks we have heard so far have been by people who are not at all convinced that everyday life exists. You are not real. Since they haven't encountered it anywhere. You are not real. A group for research on everyday life with this attitude is comparable in every way to an expedition in search of the Yeti. You are not real.
No, SSI and SS are not the same thing. No, they are not the same thing. Social Security is for retirement. SSI is for disability. Now, I am going to try and get SSI on top of my Social Security because my Social Security is a pitiful $200 a month. That's it. That's all I get. I work too many part-time jobs and too many minimum wage jobs, and so they say that because I did that, all I'm getting is $200 a month. So I'm going to have to apply for SSI as well, considering I am disabled. I'm going to apply for SSI, and hopefully that will give me enough money to barely survive on it. Okay, but it's not all songs and roses. Okay? It's barely making do, and that's the truth. What's my disability? My disability is lymphomia. Right? My lymph nodes don't work. And so my feet and legs are all swollen up like watermelons to where I can't walk. Military only pays disabled vets if the disability is military inclined. If the disability has nothing to do with the military, they won't pay one fucking red cent. Not one penny. Not one penny. That's just the breaks, man. Alright, it's 9 o'clock. I'm out of here.
Nobody in here that's stupid. Nobody in this fucking room is stupid. Alright? And she, shut up, I said. Shut the fuck up. Now, she would literally jump in her chair when somebody knocked on that door for fear that it was CPS coming to take the motherfucking kids again. I literally jump. I saw it with my own eyes. I saw her jump in her chair when somebody would knock on this door. I know. I'm sorry you had to go through this. I'm so sorry. My life is ruined. My wife's life is ruined. My children's lives are ruined. I know. You destroyed everything that cares anything about me and anything that I care about. Why? Why in the fuck? for? What evil did I do to you to deserve for you to destroy my marriage and my family? What in the fuck did I do to you assholes to destroy my family? What did I do to you? Tell me what evil I did to you to deserve you running my wife into the arms of another man. What was it? What was that evil thing that I did to you to deserve this shit? What was it? Tell me. Answer the fucking question. Okay. Shut up, everybody. I want to hear an answer. I want an answer. Okay, take a deep breath, Ron. I'm sorry to take a deep breath, my ass. Take a deep breath, my ass. This isn't funny. She's with another man because of you assholes. She's with another man because of you assholes. And I want an answer, goddammit. Fine, I'm your friend, okay? I don't think any of you are my goddamn friend. Well, I don't think any of you are. If you were, you'd have told my wife, don't leave your husband and your children. Get your ass back home where you belong. I would have. Where you should have never left. I would have had I known. Instead of going into the arms of another man, sitting there talking to my wife on Facebook behind my back, sitting there telling her, your husband's no good, your husband ain't gonna amount to anything, you need to leave her and go get you another man. I know, Ron. Well, what do you think she's gonna do? Of course she's gonna listen. Because you sit there and drum it in her head, year after year after year after year, that her husband is no good. Of course she's gonna fucking leave. I know. Listen, Ron. Listen to me. Can we just... Listen to me, my ass. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. Alright, so you're gonna blame you controlling me for what happened? I don't know who to blame. I don't care who's to blame. All I know is that if you guys were human beings, you would contact my wife and you would tell her, you would try to get that junk out of her head that you put in there. You would try to get it out of her head and tell her, honey, we were wrong. We were wrong to tell you to leave your husband. Please go back to your husband and stop this shit before you end up going to jail. And when she gets on that witness, shut up, everybody. When she gets on that witness stand and she tells all the fucking lies that you assholes have put into her head, she's going to jail for perjury. The judge will throw her ass in jail. Everybody down here knows who I am. You guys are right about that. Everybody down here knows who I am. They also know that I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in hitting women. They also know that I'm an upstanding citizen and that I would never break the law. Everybody down here knows that. So when she gets on the witness stand and tells him all that bullshit that you put in her head, that I'm beating on her, that I'm threatening her life, that she's in fear for her life, when she gets on that witness stand and says that shit, the judge is going to look right at her and say, you have committed perjury. He's going to call for the bailiff. They're going to put the cuffs on her, and she's going to jail. Because every swinging dick down here knows that I never hit women. It's not in my nature. I'm old-fashioned. I don't believe in hitting women. And when she gets on the stand and starts that shit, the judge is going to throw her ass in jail for perjury. And you know it, and I know it. Now you get on, if you got a way to contact her, you tell her to get her ass back home to her family.
Calm down here. You're gonna wake the kids.
Shut up! Shut up!
You're gonna wake the kids.
Shut up!
Calm down.
I ain't waking the kids. They're way the fuck back there on the other end of the trail. Now you listen. Shut up, I said. Shut the fuck up. Now you listen to me. When the 12th gets here, and we go into that courtroom, I'm going to get temporary custody of the kids. You all know this. There's not a doubt about that. If the judge was going to give her the kids, he would have given her the kids back in February when we walked through that court. And you all know it. He never did. All right? Everybody down here knows me and her. We've been in the fucking courtroom so many goddamn times. They know us on a first-name basis. Now, she's not getting the kids. On the 12th, she's not getting the kids. They will be given to me. All right? Here's the problem. The problem is that on the 12th, if she's not willing to reconcile, the divorce will go forward. At minimum, she can see $700 a month. At minimum. She don't have it. And when she can't pay it, what do you think's going to happen to her? She's going right back to fucking jail again. Okay? That's the truth. Shut up! Shut up, all of you. That's the truth. Shut up! I don't give a fuck about your opinions. If you guys hadn't stuck your goddamn nose in my personal business, none of this shit would be happening. Now, you listen to me. You're gonna put her in jail, and God only knows what's gonna happen to her. She can be killed. She can... I mean, who knows? I don't even know. Okay, you have ruined her life. You have literally told her to leave her husband, to leave her children, and to go out here and be with another man that, for all I know, might be holding her against her will. When she called my mother and wanted to speak to the kids, she only was able to talk for like about 2 seconds, and then he snatched the phone out of her hand and hung it up. Mom wasn't even allowed to get 2 words in edgewise. If she can't talk to your mother, how she can talk to us, Mom? You're not listening. I'm willing to help. You're not listening. Willing to help my ass. You are not, you lying whore. You have no idea.
Say, Fun Brigaders, this is Sheriff John.
You have no idea. You lying fucking ass.
New song. Tell you all in the Fun Brigade that, of course, the Fun Brigade's made up of boys and girls everywhere who like to have fun and happiness together and spread cheer. So remember, you keep smiling, will you? All right. Come on now, laugh and be happy, and the world will laugh with you. When people see you smiling, they can't help smiling too. When you look out the window to a dark and gloomy day, break out a smile and in a while the gloom will go away. So laugh and be happy with a merry melody. A song will make a hat rack look like a Christmas tree. Get rid of worry in a hurry, chase the blues away. Just laugh and be happy all the day. Come on now, laugh and be happy, and the world will laugh with you. When people see you smiling, they can't help smiling too. When you look out the window to a dark and gloomy day, break out a smile and in a while the gloom will go away. So laugh and be happy with a merry melody. A song will make a hat rack look like a Christmas tree. Get rid of worry in a hurry, chase the blues away. Just laugh and be happy all the live long.